Howdy folks, it's Diecastbuffet here again. Welcome back to NASCAR Thunder 2003. It is time for the 07 Coca-Cola 600, the second crown jewel of the year. And after a big win at Talladega for Jeff Burton, we've won both of the plate races thus far. Here's your upcoming schedule here. So you got the Coke 600, you got New Hampshire, Pocono, and then Michigan. And I can't stress this enough. The 3-race wildcard stretch is only 4 races away. This is, if you're new here, this is what it is. You have Infineon, and then you have 2 races at Daytona. You have the Daytona Road Course on a Thursday, and then you have the Pepsi 400 on a Saturday or Sunday night. This is 3 wildcard races, coast to coast. Anyone can freaking win it, and to tell you the truth, it's going to produce some great racing. We gained a little bit of points, definitely points on Dale Jarrett and Mark Martin as they finished outside the top 15 pretty much, so we definitely gained some points there. Not much on Jeff Gordon, but definitely some on Martin and Jarrett. That was a big win for the Burton camp, and that's our 3rd win of 2007. And of course, go to your driver stats here, and your wins total. Well, we're tied with Ricky Rudd now, so that's pretty good. And let's take a look through the awards so far this season. You know, honestly, we haven't really been that dominant. And your Rookie of the Year leading is George Williams, the 2007 rookie driving a Mopar. Johnson has 3 poles this season, no winners of the Jackpot 5. Ford he's got a pretty good lead on the Chevrolets in the manufacturer's title, and Mark Martin a commanding lead over us in the lap champion. So all that good stuff has been dug through, but we're going to the 07 Coke 600. We're going to run the alternate paint scheme. Without further ado, let's go 600 miles at Lowe's. Let's freaking do it, guys. Alrighty, folks, so we qualified 7th for the Coca-Cola 600. Good old Mark Martin's on pole. I'll be honest with you, I feel a little bit confident about our race car. It's definitely different feeling than before, but you know, we really worked on the gear ratios here. I'm just hoping that we can somehow finally put together a half-decent Coke 600 race in at least a top 10. That's what I'm shooting for. So without further ado, let's go to NASCAR's endurance event.
Welcome everyone to Charlotte, North Carolina. It's time once again for the running of the Coca-Cola Racing Family 600 here at Lowe's Motor Speedway, and MRN is here to bring you all the action.
This should be a fantastic race as usual.
This track was the first one to focus on spectator comfort, and it shows. This place always draws an enormous crowd. Most of the team shops are located in this area, which give it that hometown feel. We're in for some great racing here at Lowe's.
Jeff Burton is showing the importance of consistency this year.
It's amazing, isn't it? This guy is finishing in the top 10 week in and week out. That makes him hard to beat at the end of the year.
Sterling Marlin has really shown some muscle in his qualifying this year.
Man, is it paying off for those guys. Seems like each and every week that car is starting in the top 10.
Steve Park hasn't run well in his qualifying attempts at the speedways this year.
Man, that's true. Maybe he likes having to pass all those cars on race day. I know I would prefer to start towards the front, and I'm sure he would too. But hey, he'll get there with some patience.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
Here we go, folks. It is Ricky Rudd and Mark Martin on the front row here. Both of them have won races here in 2007. Of course, we just tied with Ricky Rudd with 3 wins apiece thus far this season after winning last Sunday at Talladega. But here we go, folks. This is a huge event. This is patriotic. It's the Coca-Cola 600. This is a big event. You know, this is a big event. I don't think I've ever won this race on Thunder 2003. Now, I know Jeff Burton has won this race before this playthrough even started, so I want to win it for myself, though. I want to win this race. It's been something that we just never could complete, but it's Charlotte. I tell you what, though, I freaking love it. Here we go. So we tried something a little bit new with this setup. We really focused on keeping that acceleration and learning how little throttle we can pull out of the corners to keep the car rotating. But you know, Charlotte is a different animal. You know, it's not like Texas, it's not like Vegas. It's definitely its own animal, for better or worse. But it requires track position to be successful here. And that's the tough thing, is trying to find enough speed to be able to run competitive and hang with the, the other cats, because it's not super hard to get a top 10 car here, but it's very hard to win this race. It really is. It's so tough because the AI is always so good here. So you do need a little bit of some brakes probably to go your way to win this event. Now you can't over rev the engine here. I put the red lines to the absolute breaking point essentially because I want to make sure that we can maximize the speed, but the problem with maximizing your red line is that when you're in the draft, your engine goes faster than what it's programmed to, and basically you have the chance of blowing up. So we have to kind of reduce our throttle when we're in the draft. Granted, that helps us save fuel, but I don't want to blow an engine right now because we've done that in Michigan a couple years ago. So anyways, we're digging here. You got Kurt Busch, Ricky Craven, Terry Labonte, some interesting cats here in the top 10 tonight. Even Michael Waltrip having a pretty good run at the Napa Auto Parts Monte Carlo. But we're digging, folks. We're digging. We're trying to find our way up there. And there's one common denominator here at Charlotte Motor Speedway, is that the AI tends to slow down faster on tire wear than you. So the longer the green flag run goes, the faster and more efficient your lap speeds will be compared to the AI. So essentially early on you might be kind of pooping a duck, you might be fighting with pencils, and then after that it's, you might be able to actually find a way to make something and get something done. Anyways, we're trying to get around Kurt Busch. He's getting held up by Craven, and Terry Labonte's dropping back, unfortunately. Labonte, who knows how much longer he's going to race. Definitely the 5-car underperforming, so who knows. But I tell you what, though, we're trying to get around him here. I'm going to see if I can try to push the 5-car out of the way, or at least forward. I mean, heck, I'd love to help out a fellow Texan, Texas Terry Labonte. Underneath Labonte here, car's getting squirrely. There we go. Keep it on the bottom. Craven still right there holding that inside lane. Kurt Busch is trying to find a way to get around him, and it's just not working. It's a 40-lap event right now. Mark Martin is out front. You gotta watch those red lines. We don't want to blow the engine because it could cost us a championship. Jimmy Johnson, 2 weeks ago, won at Darlington. Had a very strong run at Talladega. In fact, we kept pushing him until he got crossed up behind one of the cars coming off pit road, and I had to let him go. I was going to help him try to win that race. It is what it is, though. Making a little bit of hay underneath Kurt Busch here. Craven is determined to keep that top 5 spot, and I don't blame him. Top 5 is pretty prestigious here at Charlotte. But I got to get around these two buddies over here. I got to get around them, man. Kurt Busch and Ricky Craven. What a pair. What a pair right there, folks. I tell you, the 03 Darlington race in real life is still the greatest NASCAR race in history. Come on, man. Kurt, buddy, you're my buddy, but I got to get around you, bud. I got cats behind me. They're scratching and clawing over here. They're meowing out in the freaking back alley. I got to go, man. I got to go. I'm going to have to try something. If I have to move the 97 or move the 32, I will. I got to do something. Look, see, now Waltrip's already getting around me. Now, Gordon's going to put me in a tough spot, but I'm going to block him. And that's the problem, is that if you can't get around him, it's going to be really tough to move up. Oh, dang it. Had to choke up a little bit there. Craven, or not Craven, but Waltrip. He kind of slowed up in the apex. Craven is still giving Kurt Busch everything he could imagine right now. And Kurt is determined to get around that 32 car. I mean, he is just stalking his tire tracks here. Trying to get something. And trying to get around the Ford. There we go. Trying to get around Waltrip here. Oh, that was way too low. Oh, goodness, Johnson! Just spun out or something back there. I heard crunching of contact. I don't know what happened there. Perhaps when I went too low, it glitched him out or something. I'm not too sure. Either way, Craven finally surrenders the bottom. Now, Kurt Busch opens the door. Can we even pounce here? Got a little bit of momentum here. Let's try to use it. So now Kurt Busch can finally go on the offense and possibly run down the leaders. right now we're finally gaining on Craven again. And I think the AI tire wear is starting to play a factor here. The AIs are getting slower as the run goes on. Underneath Ricky Craven here, no contest almost. There we go. So Craven's going to surrender to the spot. He did everything he could to hold us off. I applaud his work. But me and Kurt Busch, we're going for a Coke 600 for the Cat in the Hat. Car's running pretty good, honestly. Tire wear is very good. I gotta say, with all things considered, we're in a pretty good spot here, but my issue, though, is after this pit stop, is how far is the leaders gonna pull ahead? Because more likely than not, they're gonna gain track position after this pit stop. So it becomes a game of car lengths. How much car lengths can you make up in that last stint of the race? Now, I don't think there's really anything we can adjust. I think it's really track position. But I think pitting early could be a smart strategy here. Because our tires, they're better than them. Honestly, our tires are better. So I think at the earliest opportunity, maybe try something and pit a little early and try to leapfrog them. Because our car is pretty good right here on old tires. As long as we're good on fuel, I say pit. That's what I'm going to say. We're halfway now. Let's see. So we could probably have 24 laps of tank, 26 to go. I'd say we need to be around lap 16 for me to feel pretty comfortable about perhaps pitting, because I'd like the idea of pitting early. I really do. I don't think our tire wear is going to be an issue. I'm so sorry, Kurt Busch. I did not mean to hit you, buddy. But it kind of helped me out there, though, but I did not mean to make that much contact. We got to find a way to get some track position, and I think instead of us just being complacent, try something. Go for it. Let's do something. So it's 25 laps to go. We could probably go 23 to 24 laps on a tank of petrol. So we're within laps between our pit sequence. Our tires are just now starting to wear with 15 in, so I mean, 4 to 3 extra laps isn't going to be that much. Especially if we can actually keep the car how it is. I mean, we're still flying around this track. It's not super fast like just, you know, Richmond when we get our car dialed in, but it's still pretty fast. No one is pitted yet, though, and that does concern me a little bit. I'm hoping someone will pit this time, and then we'll come back down and pit with them. There we go. I think someone's gonna pit this time. I think. Let's see. Any takers? Any takers? Ooh, that's a bad entry. No one pits. No one pits yet, so we're gonna stay out another lap here. I don't want to pit when no one's pitting. But then again, we are good on fuel. Screw it, we're taking the gamble. Let's pit now. Okay, pause it. All right, let's get our pit strategy. So, no repair damage, 4 tires. Keep that thing as loosey-goosey as possible. Wow. This is going to be crucial, guys. If we have a bad pit stop here, it's going to be game over. We're the first car on pit road. Is this stupid or is this smart? I have no clue. I'm willing to roll the dice for the 600, though. I'm willing to roll the dice, knock on wood, hope and pray to God. We have a good pit stop here. Just a 15.5. I can settle with a 15.5, guys. Come on, y'all are good pit crew members. I know y'all can do it, man. I know y'all can do it. Come on, come on, come on. 15. Oh, 16.8. I hope they pack this thing full of fuel. All right, now we have to run qualifying trim. Now, remember, the AI was a little bit slower. Ooh, sorry, Kinza. AI was a little bit slower at the end of that run, so the longer the AIs run, they're going to lose a tremendous amount of track position to us because now we have fresh Goodyears and they're on slow tires. So we kind of brought everyone down to pit road here. I usually don't like to open the pit sequence, but we did here. Is this a mistake? Did we throw away a top 10? I mean, if a caution doesn't fly, which God forbid, I don't think so. I think we can still get a good finish. It's just a matter of, can we gain a little track position and perhaps leapfrog the leaders? Because that's what this whole strategy is about, is trying to find a way to leapfrog the leaders and just be up front. That's what I want. We were, what, 5th place when we came down pit road. I'm willing to gamble and try something, you know. If it's a calculated risk, I'm willing to take it. And I consider this a calculated risk. Now, how will it play out? We'll obviously have to see. There's going to be a few drivers that are going to pit very, very late. They're going to lose a lot of track position here. But they could gain it back with fresh tires at the end of this race. But they're still losing a tremendous amount of track position with the new Goodyear. So this is, if you're Newman right here, Sterling Marlin, you are losing a lot of track position with cats running this fast on new tires. And again, it's not so much that we're running fast, it's just they're running slow on old tires. So that whole effect, it's really just them. You know, it's their fault. Should see some more cars pit here. Perhaps Gordon and Tony Stewart. Tony's coming in. Yep, they're coming in. Okay, cool. So they're coming down pit road to go get their service. Hopefully we'll get our lap back here. We are now, yeah, okay, we should be on the lead lap now. Because I think we passed the start-finish line before we passed the leader. So when we passed the start-finish line, it registered as still 1 lap down. So I think we're good there. How much track position did we gain? Did we lose anything? That is yet to be determined. Craven, though, is pretty much on the same tire strategy as us. Maybe a lap fresher. Alright, here we go, folks. Here we go. This is the battle for the 07 Coca-Cola 600. Did we gain anything? There's Dale Jarrett. We're up to 5th. We're up to 4th. This is the battle for a crown jewel event here. Sunday night freaking racing, man. Let's freaking do it. So now you got Mark Martin ahead of us. We got Ricky Rudd, and I would probably say Rusty Wallace is, yeah, he's out front. Was that strategy good? They're going to be on newer tires, but we gained just a little bit of track position. To be honest with you, I like this gamble, and here's why. The AI generally gain track position after the pit stop, right? They generally will gain a few car lengths. So by us gaining positions on that pit sequence, I think that's a net gain. It might not be as much, but it could help us get some positions. I am trying to keep Craven behind me. He blocked us pretty bad earlier, so I don't feel bad running him hard, even though I like Craven. There we go. Block him. Keep blocking him. Oh, no, we opened the door. Oh, no, nope, block him. They're going to have good tires for a while, so we're going to have to hold on. But I tell you what, Rusty Wallace is checked out right now, and the Fords have just been so dominant this season. I mean, Ricky Rudd, 3 wins. Got Jeff Burton with 3 wins. Rusty Wallace, a bridesmaid at Richmond. Still a good run, though. Should have won it. Could win tonight. Then you had Mark Martin's win, right? It definitely some Roush power, some Yates power. These cats who pitted just now are really hounding us now, but the only thing we can hope for is their tires to equalize and for us to start making some headway. That's the only thing we can really do. We're mirror driving at this point. Here comes Kurt Busch again. I mean, well, honestly, I would love to see a yellow, though. I think that'd be great. But their tires are going to wear faster than us. So, that's what I'm hoping, is that their tires will equalize and we can try to gain some sort of track position here. The last 10 laps of a pit run generally is our pay window. So if we can keep blocking them until they scrape the stickers off their tires, we should be good. But man, I would love to see a caution here, man. I would love to just see a caution, a refresher, get everyone kind of hunkered down, and let's let the 600 play out. Oh boy. So it's lap 28 out of 40. You know, it might not be a race-winning car, but I would say from how we qualified and how we've raced, I would say a top 10 effort or even a top 5 would be great, especially for points. I am trying to keep Jarrett behind me as best as I can until his tires poop. Once his tires poop, then we're good. I'm trying to hold him off, make him use his Goodyears. I would argue that their tires wear 3, maybe 4% faster than us. That's honestly what I would argue. Come on, buddy. Come on. Gotta keep digging, man. I know our car's not going exactly forward here, but dang it, we gotta do what we gotta do. 6 seconds, roughly 3.5 to third place here. Should keep digging now. Jarrett and Kurt Busch, their tires should start slowly evaporating, and you can kind of see a little bit of discrepancy there. Jarrett's car is starting to lose a little bit of grip here, but we're losing a lot of grip too. I'm trying to keep Jarrett behind me at all costs, because if he gets around us, it's over. He's gonna blow the doors off of us, so we really got to block him a lot. Third and fourth place is gaining tremendously on first place here, and perhaps this could give Ricky Rudd or even Mark Martin a Coke 600 here. So if you're Rusty Wallace, you better get on that wheel and drive, because you have 9 more laps, and third and second place is gaining on the leaders here. I'm still hoping for a caution, just someone spin out, debris caution, you know, something harmless, whatever. I just want a caution. I'm trying to block these cats. We're losing so much time to Rusty Wallace. He's in a league of his own at this point. The car is just not as fast as it was earlier, but it is what it is. Let's see how hard we can dive into 3 and 4 here. Let's see. Oh, Jesus. These cats keep trying to pass me, dang it. 188 miles an hour to have to choke the throttle down. Freaking 148, 149 there. Dale Jarrett right there on the outside. Here comes Kurt Busch on the inside here, trying to make that move. I mean, I'm trying to block him as best as I can here, guys. But, I mean, our tires are getting tighter every freaking corner. We're just not able to turn the car as much. Kurt Busch. Oh, contact! Dang it! Yeah. Poop. That's the problem with blocking, is that generally happens. Driver gets a run, you cut him off. Oh, no, 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 Gordon, no. Oh, no. Dang it. I tried everything I could to hold him off there, but it is what it is. So Jarrett squeaks by. Somehow he got a little bit of clean track position, but I tried everything I could to keep Jarrett behind me. I mean, everything. I blocked him as much as I could. Second and third is right there behind Rusty Wallace. I would say they could gain on him with a matter of laps. Of course, that depends how fast they can keep going. I'm still hoping and praying for that yellow right now. Car is just not as good as it once was. Got to keep digging, though. Just can't give up, right? We're losing, I mean, just so much track position, though. Car just doesn't want to steer here. Gordon's not too happy, but low fuel. Should be probably 1, maybe 2 laps good on gas. Lap 35 out of 40. If a caution was to wave, it'd have to happen very soon, as we're getting to the end here at the Coke 600. Good side, though, to this. The silver lining, the glass half full. We're 5th place. We're 5th place here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. This is not something I'm accustomed to, because generally we struggle in the 600. And I would say a top 5 run tonight after the mediocre run at Donington 2 weeks ago. This would be great. This would be great. And to add on top to a big win last Sunday at the Aaron's 499 at Talladega, this would be huge. Unfortunately, we didn't lead a lap, though, so we don't get those extra 5 bonus points, but at least we could try to hold off Jeff Gordon here and perhaps get some good track position. We're almost a 9.5 seconds behind Rusty Wallace, and this is a product of pitting early. You do give up a little bit of tire wear. But was it worth it? I think so. I think it was worth it. We do got a Stanley Steamer down here. I don't know who it is. It is... Oh, tough luck for Ward Burton. That sucks. So tough luck for Ward Burton there. Jeff Gordon, though, is right behind us. He's trying to gain on us here. Got to find a way to keep him at bay, though. Just keep blocking. Very low fuel here. I'm hoping we'll have enough. I'm hoping. I'll feather it a little bit to make sure. I'll feather it if I have to. I mean, if I have to let them go, I will. I'm going to try to block them, though, as best as I can. I thought we were good on fuel, honestly. I really did. I truly thought we were good on fuel here. I'm trying to hold off, and I don't know if we're going to have enough gas or not. I'm trying to hold them off. This is not good. Trying to hold off Jeff Gordon. Saving fuel, Charlotte Motor Speedway. I just need to get when it says fuel tank almost empty. That basically tells you you're on the reserve. You have 1 lap to go on fuel. There we go. So it's predicting we're going to probably run out in 3 and 4. Oh, trying to squeak around Marlin there. Trying to save as much petrol. Trying to make sure we can at least get back around. Oh my goodness, we are literally on E, guys. Okay, we got to pick up the pace here. Come on, come on, come on. Stand on it. Come on, there we go, there we go, there we go, yes! We're gonna have enough fuel, and we'll be able to keep the top 5, yes! Whew. That worked perfectly, thank you, Jesus. Mark Martin's a bridesmaid. Ricky Rudd and Dale Jarrett both get a top 4 for Robert Yates Racing, but it's Rusty Wallace picking up the 07 Coca-Cola 600.
Jeff Burton will get a top 5.
Wow. So Rusty Wallace, I'm telling you, man, this guy is quietly becoming a championship contender here, like a realistic one. Somehow, some way, we save a coffee cup's worth of fuel to the end. And, I mean, we clutched it as close as we could on fuel. So, thank God we didn't pit sooner than that, or we would have been dead out of gas. So, wow. We survived the Coke 600, a top 5 run for Jeff Burton. I tell you, that's what happens when you qualify pretty good. So, thank God for that. But Rusty Wallace, very, very stout night. And in fact, the only 2 cats who led laps tonight was Rusty and Mark Martin. So, the Fords dominate a complete shutout here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. Definitely a good run for them. And, wow, well, we got 155 points there. We're going to lose roughly 100 and, well, not 100. We're going to lose about maybe 25 points to Rusty Wallace, though. It's all good, though. It's all good. We're going to lose a little bit points to Mark Martin as well. But we do gain a little bit on Jeff Gordon, Sterling Marlin, Johnson, and Stewart and company. Scrolling through the field here, let's see what the bottom of the barrel is tonight from the Coke 600. And, well, the bottom of the barrel, unfortunately, is going to be Finch, Ward Burton, and I think that's Dave Clark. So, tough luck for those cats. Anyways, folks, thank you all so much for watching the video. Make sure to give it a big thumbs up, like, comment, and subscribe. Hope to see you all in the next NASCAR video. Of course, upload these every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, and alongside some diecast reviews, diecast hauls, Duralast Cup Series racing, all that good jazz right here on Diecastbuffet. So if you haven't already, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my new content. Like, comment, and subscribe. Thank y'all so much for supporting the channel. I greatly appreciate it. God bless y'all. Diecastbuffet signing off.